Welcome to another installment of 5-Minute Licks. On today's video, I want to show you an essential compound bending technique that myself and probably a lot of you associate with players like Steve Lukather. You can hear this one used really well in the Rosanna solo, one of the most iconic solos of all time. I'm going to give you a quick example of how you could use this while you're jamming along over a bluesy groove kind of track, and then we'll break down the maneuver so that you can add it to your repertoire. Ideas like this, sometimes it can be best to act first and then think later. So if you want to try the idea, what we're going to do is take the 7th fret on the 3rd string. That's a D note. We're going to bend it by a whole tone up to an E note. And then using our pinky, we are going to fret 1 fret higher while holding the bend. So it's this. Using my ring finger for the bend and fretting with the pinky. There's absolutely no reason why you couldn't use your middle finger and fret it with your ring, or your first finger and fret it with your middle finger if you're feeling particularly brave. Let's put together a little exercise to practice that though. So once you've had a crack at doing it, you're either going to get it or you might find it a little bit difficult. So if you do find it a little bit difficult, the first thing that I find a lot of people struggle with is just getting the pitch. So what we want to do is get our ears used to what it should sound like. And let's do that by fretting the notes. So that D to E bend, we can substitute for a D to E slide. So fret 7 to fret 9. In general, that is a great technique to improve your intonation when bending. The next thing we're going to do is move up 1 more fret to fret 10. That's the F note. Then we'll come back down another semitone. So this. Once you've got that down, what we're going to do is substitute that with a bend. So it will be a whole tone bend, and you want to hold it somewhere around pitch and then reach up with your spare digit to get that extra fretted note. See, I'm adding some vibrato on there. You could see that as chickening out and not trusting the process, or you could see it as style and character on there. Personally, I like to say it's style and character under it. Sounds really cool. You can then practice releasing the bend. So this. You can, of course, add extra notes to this. Just think of any pentatonic run which would lead into this bend. A really simple one would be fret 7 on the D string and fret 5 on the G string. They're the notes A and C, or the root note and the minor third. Another great place to do this is on the root note. So take the root note, bend it up to the 2nd degree of the scale, and then use your pinky to fret 1 fret higher to grab that minor third. This would be fret 10 on the B string here. Fun variations on this would be substituting that reach up with your left hand with a right hand tap, Van Halen style, or you could just keep bending and overbend it. That's going to sound like Jimmy Page or John Sykes. The advantage of the Van Halen tap technique is you could obviously tap other notes on. All sorts of greasy fun to be had with that one. If you didn't know that lick, then you know it now. All sorts of greasy fun to be had with that one. If you didn't know this trick coming in, now you've got something that you can work into your own repertoire and really make your own. If you did, hopefully those examples at the end give you a couple of cool ideas to expand on it and branch out and grow even more. If you like this series, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel directly, there's links to my Patreon and the music that I make with my band Ragdoll. In fact, I'll show you how I use this lick in a Ragdoll solo. This is the solo from a song called Save Me off our Back to Zero album. See you next time.